Okay. Where we at? Can you hear me, Jay? All right, you can hear me. All right, we good. I'm live on YouTube. YouTube is live now. And you said you could hear me. So we should be good now, right? We should be all the way right? We should be all the way right now. All right, cool. I got you in here. I don't know where Holly at. Waiting for it to pop up, G. I got my notes ready. We're gonna talk a little football. We're gonna get into some conversations. We're gonna talk about some shit that people don't want to talk about. And we're gonna talk about the shit I want to talk about. You did. Man, nobody else in here. Well, I tell you this. Don't feel bad, G, because I lost in all three of my leagues this week and I got massacred. Like I wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. I got my ass whipped, bro. I was one of them dudes that had to deal with Josh Jacobs putting up 48 points. You hear me? Josh Jacobs put up 48 points on me, and that destroyed me, bro. Like that killed me. Like 48 points, man. Like you ain't ready for that. Not from one dude. Like not from one guy. Like it's man, that killed me. Nixo got me. That's why he texted me. He, he hit me in the group text quick, man. I wasn't ready for him. Man, that was insane. Is not insane. Is like there's no way to describe that. Like because what was it? I think this Sunday will make a month that Joe Mixon had almost 50 points or something like that. And I have Joe Mixon. So it man, it's just been a crazy year of football, period. Like that was wild though. That was wild. I think somebody else had a crazy day like that too. But yeah, he went off. But I'll say this, even though he went off, that's tough to duplicate. Like he had his best game. Like if you have him for fantasy football, that was the game you was banking on for Josh Jacobs. And he been having some good games. He done had some 30s. He done had some 30s, but damn near 50, that's wild. That's crazy. Yeah, on top of the home team really not doing too much, that didn't help out either. You know what I'm saying? that didn't really help nobody out either. But you know, that he had a week, dog. Like he had a week. What what can you do about it? Like that's just tough. That was tough. If you played against that, you pissed off. I know that much. But I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. I know I done lost some people because because I had audio issues. But hey, let's get into it. Guroux going live, baby. Let's go. Jay, the first thing I want to talk about, bruh, was Jeff Saturday. Um, I don't want to start it off deep and get into the Jeff Saturday getting hired situation, but I do want to talk about why he shouldn't have gotten hired. And here's a reason why right here. So this past Sunday, Indianapolis, they down, I think it's 24-17, I think it was. They had like 42 seconds left on the clock. They got 3 timeouts. Matt Ryan, the oldest dude in the league, damn near, next to Tom Brady, runs down the field, gets there, slides, and then nobody calls timeout. Matt Ryan don't call timeout. Nobody stopping the clock. He slide, and then that's it. The clock is ticking. Now they asked Jeff Saturday. Now this is where I get pissed off. It's like, all right, cool. Didn't call a timeout, but you lose the game to Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you say in the press conference, I didn't feel like the pressure of a timeout was needed. You got 42 seconds left. You're down by a touchdown. This is for game. And this is why you don't hire a coach that has not coached in the NFL. That's some high school shit. Let's be real. That's some high school shit. You don't do that. Any other coach would have got there, they would have been yelling timeout. 42 seconds left. You're down by 6, 7. Why? Why no timeout? And then for you to go in a press conference and say that, if I was a player on that team, I'd be like, this nigga stupid. You are out of your fucking mind. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. Like, 42 seconds left. You in the middle of the field. Like, you watching, you should be yelling timeout as Matt Ryan is running. You should be waiting for him to slide to say, shit, timeout, timeout, timeout. We gonna win this one. And then you lose the game and then go on a podium and say some stupid shit like that. I didn't think a timeout. I didn't. That's it. I want to say his exact words. I don't want to misquote him, but he said he didn't think the situation called for a timeout. Like he didn't feel like the pressure. He didn't feel that. That's what he said. He didn't feel the pressure of calling the timeout. And he's sitting on the sideline. Y'all can look this up. He's sitting on the sideline, arms folded, just looking at the game like we winning. No, you losing, and you're about to lose for a dumb move. Now to get into why he got hired, yeah, he played for Peyton Manning. He was the center for this team through their golden years, or not. I don't want to say their golden years because the Colts have always been a great franchise throughout the history of the NFL. But in recent history, he was a part of those teams that was balling, the Peyton Manning teams, the Reggie Wayne teams. And then to talk about Reggie Wayne is the wide receiver coach on that team. Reggie Wayne could have been a good interim coach. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but let's be real. It's not that many black coaches in the NFL. They all like wide receiver coaches or coordinators. Like they got some good ones out there. Eric Bieniemy for Kansas City. He's a great offensive coordinator. Obviously, he's got the best offense in the league. Mike Tomlin just can't seem to not miss the postseason. Like no matter what his team is, he just could get to the playoffs. But you go out and hire a coach that has no NFL coaching experience at all. He's only coached 2 seasons of high school football. You just literally but look at the Panthers situation. And this is where I'm going with this. Like if you look at the Panthers situation, the Panthers fired their coach mid-season. Well, shit, before mid-season. They fired their coach, traded their running back, shipped him out. See you later, gone. Right? They didn't go hire anybody outside of the organization. They went with the next man up, just like you do on the football field. Which leads me to the next thing I want to talk about. The next man up. And the next man up was Jameis. Now, Jameis, I know y'all saying it. Jameis probably, he came out with a statement. He was, he is upset. And he got every right to be, because you don't, like he said, you don't lose your job to injury. Injury is not something you should be losing your job to. I got hurt. Okay, I'm healthy now. I should not have the same shot that this backup guy. I'm the dude that's getting paid. I signed the contract. I'm the guy that was all in, taking the reps with the team, doing everything that I could do to make this team a better team. And I get hurt and you just turn your back on me. Now, see, that's the type of ugly shit in the NFL, like, I really don't like. I really don't agree with that. Like he said, you should never lose your job due to injury. Ever. Like that shouldn't happen. Now, there's situations like Ty Gurley. Ty Gurley literally had arthritis in his knees. Dude, he could not play anymore. Like that was it. It wasn't due to injury. It was just due to circumstance of the game that we play, or they play. I don't play that shit. But the game that they play, man, we know what you signing up for. Everybody know this. Trev, well, they getting paid to do it, bro. NFL players don't get paid like you talking about. Like they're not taking home cheese like you think they is. Like they're not sitting on mountains of bread. That's not happening. The big names, yeah. Like these big guys, yeah. The big guys are doing it. Yeah, the big guys, they getting money. They getting all the money, But it's guys on the team that you can't name. Football players could walk in the mall. Basketball player, you could be on a bench and people know who you are. Like it's just the nature of the beast because they need bodies. They need bodies out there, bro. Just like a practice squad, them dudes get a check to get beat up. They get a check. You might get moved up, but you get a check so the team can run their scheme on you. And they need good practice squad dudes to run schemes. You get paid, you get a check. You get a check. So it's a job. But losing your job for being injured, I feel Jameis. It's messed up. And it shouldn't have happened to him. Now you can say, oh, Trevor, what are you going to throw the interceptions? You paid him. He was prepared. He was ready. He got hurt. So now what we going to sit? We're going to sit and watch the backup throw interceptions? Because I think, we just lost, the Saints just lost this game to San Francisco, due to, and didn't score. Now, am I saying if we'd have had Jameis, we'd have scored? Maybe, bro. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It couldn't be any worse than what I'm seeing, is what I'm saying, right? And my whole point of that is just like I said, you should never lose your job due to injury, especially in the NFL. Like, come on, man. Like this, we know this game is brutal and punishing on the body. So to lose your job over something that basically we all know what goes on in the league. We know what happens. It is what it is. But I can feel where he is at, man. He want to be out there to help his team. He watching his team lose, and he's thinking that, man, I'm the dude that signed up for the job. I feel like I could get this done. I signed up for this job. This is what I prepared for. I just couldn't finish through the injury. But I don't want to harp on it. Let's move on. Another quarterback controversy. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So the Jets, Zach Wilson, he walked off the podium, pretty much sealed his own fate. Like Zach Wilson pretty much sealed his own fate, bro. Like that was dumb to go up there and just act arrogant like that, to go up there and be so arrogant and just just not really acknowledge the issue, trying to dodge the question. Like, I understand, young man, you on the hot seat. People want answers. And when you're getting paid, you're getting drafted high, you have these expectations, man. Like, people have expectations on you. And it may not even be the expectations that you have for yourself. And some of it might be unattainable. Like, it literally might just be unattainable. You might not be able to even attain what they trying to say you need to do for them to win a game. You know what I mean? Or to get them to a point where they think that you should be or the team should be. But he's a young quarterback. I think he needed a little bit more time with a veteran quarterback, kind of learn some stuff, and maybe he could have did well. But it didn't help that Mike White came in, which is the third string. Yeah, he behind Joe Flacco, right? On the depth chart. This is your third string. Mike White comes in, and I mean, Mike White throws 217 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Now, you may be saying, damn, that's the first half, Trev. Like, he ain't going to do, he's not going to go crazy like that in the second half. They're going to make adjustments. He went bananas in the second half, too. But I'm telling you about just the first half stats is because that's what Zach Wilson had in the course of 2 games. Two games. That's what he had in the course of 2 games. 217 something, 20 something yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2 touchdowns. 200, and this is 2 games. So he's throwing for less than 200 yards a game and 1 touchdown a game. I would be pretty worried if that was my quarterback too. I will be trying my third string as well. But it looked like Jets found a dude for the job. I think at this point, the dude, because you had this team with probably some of the best talent in the league at wide receiver, and these guys are just unhappy. They're not getting the ball. They're complaining week to week. The issue is the issue is they didn't like what they was getting at quarterback. Like, when you're not getting the ball, man, and you're a receiver and you're just running track, it's nothing fun about that. There's nothing fun about that at all. You just running the field and not getting the ball. Like, it's got to be a little annoying, right? Like, that's not what you trained for. That's not what you signed up for. So these dudes is unhappy. Of course, Elijah Moore was like, shit, get me the hell out of here. I'm ready to go. This ain't for me. Like, if dude ain't gonna throw me the ball, I'm only gonna get the ball like once every 2 or 3 games. I can't display my talent. I'm gone. Right? I'm out of here. I mean, I would feel the same way. I mean, I don't know if I would voice it the way they've, I don't know if I'm that person, but maybe I am. Shit. Maybe you do get frustrated. You going out there, you blocking for somebody, you getting hit, you getting hurt, you putting your body on the line, and you can't even get a pass thrown your way. That's grounds for like being pissed off. Like, that's grounds for really being upset. That's grounds for being upset for sure. Phone going off, getting text messages. But real talk, that's really that will really upset an entire receiving corps, especially when you got a talented group like they have. I mean, you just drafted what's the kid name? Gary Wilson. Phenomenal talent. Fast as hell. Got good hands. Not sure why he's not getting the ball. Elijah Moore, another good talent. Not getting the ball. Corey Davis, another good talented receiver on that team. Not getting the ball. At some point, you really have to start looking at your quarterback like, dude, can you stretch the field? Can you take completions? Can you walk us down and help us win a game? So I can't be mad at a team that's ready to bench a guy like that and then go with the third string. Like I said, third string. This dude is behind Joe Flacco. Mike White came out there and was like, shit, ain't no pressure on me. I'm going to throw this hoe. Ain't no pressure on me. Anybody can get it. If you open, I'm throwing it. Seemed like the only people on that team that was getting the ball was Breece Hall, Shout out to Breeze Lightning, he hurt. And then that the rest of the running back core with what's my dude name? Michael Carter. You know, he's a second string. Michael Carter's a good running back. But you know, he's week to week too. It depends on the defense he's playing against. The matchup may not work out well for him. And it seems like they're getting deeper and deeper in their running back depth chart as well. So this kid kind of showed them we could do something. We got a little life on this team, especially with the defense they have. The defense they have is real. Like, you can't throw the ball. Straight up. You could barely even run it. They linebackers are serious. The defensive end core is nice. But we're gonna move on. I don't want to harp on little Zach Wilson. But he lost his job, man. Like, you can't get on the podium and not take blame, bro. Like, you can't get on the podium and just try to be passive and pass that shit off. Like, you can't do that, man. You got to own up to the mistakes. You the quarterback. The weight of the world falls on you on that team. And when y'all win, somebody else get the credit. When you lose, it's on you. Like, that's this. You the quarterback, bro. It's just the way it is. It's the nature of the beast. But so we talked about. Oh yeah, Jeff Saturday. You know, I talked about Jeff Saturday. That was another bonehead ass move. Like, you could have won the game. You got 3 timeouts, 42 seconds left. You at midfield. You got the oldest man in the world running right now. He slide, and nobody calls timeout. Y'all just letting the clock tick, 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 and y'all losing. This is why you don't hire somebody that never coached in the NFL. That was a high school rookie mistake. You got 3 timeouts, bro. You can't take them to the next game. Like, it's not like damn, I saved my timeouts for next week. No, you gotta use that shit right now. And another person that gets on the podium, don't take blame. Why would you say something so stupid like that? Oh man, I didn't feel the pressure of calling a timeout. I didn't feel the pressure of calling a timeout. You didn't feel the pressure. You're losing and it's 42 seconds left. How much more pressure do you need, Jeff Saturday? Like, that's odd. Like I said, again, this is why you hire the right people to do the job, man. Like, that was some rookie shit. And I ain't gonna lie. You might say, well, Trev, why none of his assistant coaches can say nothing? Like, because his assistant coaches should be in that position that he's in. All of them. Like, it is any one of them could have been. But, you know, when you're the owner and you got the bread, you cut the checks, you can hire your partner. You know how it is. It's all about who you know. Yeah, we talked about Mike White and the Jets. Now, I also want to talk about something else. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is another one that says some, you know, dumb stuff in an interview, bro. So it's in their game. Again, 4th and 1. You run the ball. You just got James Conner back. What you doing? Hand the dude the ball. He been balling for you for the last 3 weeks. And this week here too. So I'm not understanding, like, you on 4th and 1, you're gonna throw the ball, you don't get it, and you throw an interception on top of that. So you got gained. So you don't run the ball, and then you go on the podium and say, and just start just throwing motherfuckers under the bus. Just took his coaches, his play caller, and just started throwing them under the bus. That's not cool. Like, I didn't like that. I seen 3 interviews, bro, in the last week that was just trash. Like, people just got on the podium and just would not own up to their mistakes. Zach Wilson, Jeff Saturday, I don't know what he was thinking, not calling timeout. And then now you got Kyler Murray. Bro, you threw an interception. That's on you. That's on you. Nobody else. That's on you. You threw an interception and y'all should have ran the ball on 4th and 1. You just got James Conner back. Rookie mistake. And then you're going to get up there and say, oh, no, that wasn't the play call. The play call wasn't even going to D-Hop. Because they asked him, why didn't you throw the ball to D-Hop? Oh, the play wasn't even designed. It wasn't even, you know, schematics, the mathematics. I don't know what the fuck he said. He said some stupid shit. He said some dumb shit. Is Kyler the answer? They pay, yeah. Is Kyler the answer? Nick, so I don't know, bro. Like, Kyler is good in that model offense. Like it's just the same thing like Pete Carroll does with his quarterbacks. He take the quarterback and he model the whole offense around what they can do, what their skill is. But is Kyler the answer for that team? I think he is, but is the coach the answer for that team? And that's what I think has to be the issue. They are not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying he a bad coach. I know people have been talking shit about him, but you got to give that shit some time to develop, is what I'm saying. Yeah, they made their bed. They paid him. They paid him. They paid him for sure. He got big money. But Gino is working. Gino is working. But I think it's the better coach. I think what's his name? Kingsley for the Cardinals. I just feel like he need a little bit more time. Him and Kyler could develop a relationship. Because at this point, like you said, they did pay him. So y'all got a great fucking team. First off, you got Zach Ertz, you got James Conner, Kyler Murray, Hollywood Brown, and D Hop and Dortch. Like the team is good. You got Buda Baker on defense. Y'all need to fix some things on defense, minor things, but y'all defense week to week look good to me. I just don't understand the relationship y'all have going on with Kyler Murray and his coach, because this seems to be like a thing every week, bro. It seemed to be like a thing every week with them two. And now you got Kyler Murray going on the podium and just calling out his play caller. You don't do shit like that, bro. That's immature. That's immature. You don't go up there and no, you say, I threw an interception. I should have, maybe I should have made a better move. Maybe we shouldn't even been in that position. We should have played better as a team. You got to have better answers than, the play wasn't designed for that. I think the play caller was supposed to, you're supposed to do some shit. What? Fuck up, man. You threw an interception, nigga. You lost the game for your team. Man up. And that's the type of shit I don't like about Kyler. Yeah. Yeah. D Hop is him and D Hop is having like a little thing. Yeah. That team, like I said, bro, they need an off season bad. Like, I think them cameras in their locker room for Hard Knocks was a little too much for them. But it worked for Detroit though. It worked for Detroit. But Pete Carroll and Geno Smith just got a good operation going, bro. That's all it is. And the Cardinals, I think they're one of the most talented teams in the NFC. But when you watch them play, it's just don't equate the points. You know what I mean? Like, or it does equate the points, but it doesn't equate to finishing a game. Like, it is. Speaking of finishing a game, let's move on. I want to talk about the Raiders and that game, the shootout game they had with the Seahawks while we talking about Geno Smith. Now, Raiders was another team where they added a dude to the roster. They added Devontae Adams. Amazing talent. People say he's the best receiver in the league. Some people say it's him. Justin Jefferson is too many of them. But you talking about Devontae Adams and Derek Carr. We all know Derek Carr got the talent, man. Like, we know that. We see it. Now, it looked like they started off rocky in the same situation where you see Devontae not really happy. He not really. It don't feel like Aaron. I don't want to say that, but he know what it. He know what he was missing. It didn't feel like Aaron. That ball wasn't hitting him in between the numbers like it used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get used to something like that and the shit is perfect, you want it perfect every time. You don't want it different. That's why when you go to the restaurant, you order the same shit every time, because that's your shit. You like it. You want it that way every time. So when his passes not coming like precise, like they're not coming like how you want them, got a little pissed off. That's when you see the team. Derek Carr went to the podium and he had his moment. Is Aaron slipping or is the team slipping? I think that team is moving in a different direction I think they're in the same situation, but no, I ain't gonna say different direction, but I want to say Aaron Rodgers still has it, but I don't think his heart is in Green Bay no more. Like you can see, like it's almost like he's going out there and going through the motions. I don't think he really slipping, bro, because he still could put up the numbers, but he's also dealing with some brand new receivers, Romeo and Christian what's the boy name? Christian Watson. But I don't think he's slipping. I wouldn't say he's slipping. Him and Brady lost a little step. They don't got that pep on the arm like, well, Brady still got that heat on his arm, but he can't run like he used to. He can't do the scrambling Aaron Rodgers shit. I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers can't scramble like he used to. But I don't think he's slipping. I think he still got a little bit left in the tank. And I think he ultimately he wants to go play for San Fran. Well, Aaron had to know that's what came with it. When you pay somebody the big money, somebody got to get cut. You can't pay everybody. Somebody has to go. The Saints suffered from it this year. Who else? The Rams suffered from it this year. They couldn't pay Von Miller. When you pay everybody and you lock guys in, I mean, they couldn't offer Von Miller the money, the Bills was offering him. They locked Aaron in. Like that shit is happening to a lot of people. Like you locking these quarterbacks and you locking these receivers and shit into these contracts, and then down the line is not really equating to what you thought it was. But you made your bed. You paid the guy you said you was gonna pay. So now Aaron, you wanted the money. Now you have Romeo Doubs and Alan Lazard and Christian Watson to throw the ball to, and Robert Tonyan. Yeah, but we're gonna give you a pair of running backs that we could pay. But guess what? They not gonna stay either. If Christian Watson keep playing the way he playing, by the end of his rookie deal, he out of there too. Yeah, almost 40 years old. Almost 40. I still think he could go though. Aaron still think he could go, but I think he wants to go to the 49ers. And I think the 49ers is going to offload whatever they can minus CMC and Deebo Samuels. Those are the two guys they're going to try to keep. I think they'll get rid of George Kittle to get Aaron Rodgers. To have Aaron Rodgers, CMC, and Deebo Samuels, I think they'll do it. And I really think that's where ultimately where he wants to be. Now, that situation with the 49ers with Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy Garoppolo doing the 49ers a favor right now. Jimmy G looking good. He's going to get top dollar. And I think he's going to end up going to the Colts. And I know the Colts gave Matt Ryan a lot of money. Yeah, I get it. But the time is now. And there's not really too many teams. He's only going to go to a contending team. Jimmy ain't going to leave the 49ers unless the 49ers make him an offer he can't refuse. But Jimmy is a hot commodity right now. I don't think the 49ers are going to have him locked in for too long. Like after this season, if they don't give him a legitimate offer, he's definitely out of there. He's definitely going. He already wanted to go to Carolina last year. They was at the top of his list, but I don't think they're gonna be at the top of his list now that CMC gone. They kind of just broke the team up. But who knows? Shit, if they offer him the bread, Jimmy be like, shit, I throw that motherfucker to whoever out there, cuz. But Saints. Oh man. So obviously, Saints fan, big Saints fan. Saints have moves to make, man. They have big decisions to make. The talk right now is, does Pete Carmichael stay our play caller? And I say no. It's obvious that he's not good at calling plays. Let's be real. We lost that game because our offense couldn't get it done. The defense only let the 49ers get in the end zone one time. The 49ers struggled against us. You go back and watch the game, they didn't have a great game against us. They borderline struggled against us. They had big plays against us because they was throwing the ball. They was throwing the ball to whoever 19 was on. It was tearing partner up. Saints go to Jimmy G. Go to the Saints if we could afford them. If we can afford him, because he's gonna go to the highest bidder that has a legitimate team. And we do look good. Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, keep Alvin Kamara, Jahan Johnson. Not too bad, bro. Like these players, and that's the thing about when we got hurt, we was able to see the talent that we actually have on our team. Like this kid Rashid Shaheed is a baller. Like I'm happy he on our damn team. I'm glad he on our team. This kid looked promising. So if we get Jimmy G, I take Jimmy G any day. Hell yeah, I'm taking Jimmy G. If we can afford Jimmy G and offload, I would offload everything. Of course, Chris Olave has to stay and Alvin Kamara got to stay here. But everybody else, you on the chopping block. Honestly. At this point, Nixo, okay, I'll say this. I'll ask you this question. I ask the audience this question. So at this point, should the Saints be shopping Kamara or keeping Kamara off the board and everything else could go? We're not talking about Chris Olave. We know he's staying. But at this point, should you blow it up? Should you keep Alvin Kamara, keep Chris Olave, and then do everything that you can to get Jimmy G? I'm just saying. We need a quarterback. And the time is now. Like Kamara is about to be, he's in his prime. Like this is his prime years. We about to get the best out of him, and this is it. Olave, shit, he just blossoming. Right. Kamara under contract. So we know he's staying. Nobody gonna buy that shit out. Nobody buying that shit out. But if we keep Kamara and we actually wipe the board and keep Kamara and Olave, now you start talking about making moves, man. Like Taysom Hill, sell while he high. Sell while he high. You know, I know everybody like looking at, oh man, Taysom Hill is that's great. You know, that era was nice, but we not using him the way we used to use him no more. We like literally putting him at quarterback and letting him play quarterback. Yeah, that's cool, but that's not where he makes our team better. He makes our team better at tight end or slot. He makes our team better when he play quarterback, not just when he throwing it, because he can't throw. But you know, that run that gets predictable, and it has been. It ain't been really working. It ain't really been working. Yeah, you agree with me about Taysom. Appreciate you. But I think we sell Taysom right now high because his stock is like through the roof right now. You sell him high right now, you get a good return. Maybe if you can't get a player, get a pick, get a couple picks for him. See what he's worth. You need to be shopping him for sure. You know, it just sucks, you know, the Michael Thomas situation, the dude can't stay healthy. I don't know what we do about that. But I know it's with him on the sideline and us just trying to survive with, you know, just with Chris Olave, that shit ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. Like we definitely need to make some moves. But I'll tell you this. I talked a lot about our offense. Our defense for next year looks damn good. Like our defense for next year looks pretty fucking good. Alante Taylor, Paulson the D, Marshawn Lattimore, that shit looks good. That shit looks real good. Cowboys or Eagles, who's better? I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, and the reason why, and this is the reason why I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. The Cowboys aren't just playing good football on the defensive side in one game, or just playing good football on the offensive side in one game. They are playing excellent football on both sides of the ball in every game. Their defense is not allowing running backs to cut up. You barely could throw the ball on them. you really have to scheme the Cowboys out of the game. But the offense is so powerful. Dude, they ran 3 tight ends last week. Not just Dalton Schultz. They ran 3 tight ends last week. You got the 1-2 combination with the backfield, Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. But the differentiating factor is, to me, the differentiating factor is the wide receiving core. Now, the Eagles may have better receivers, but Dak Prescott has been making his receivers, Noah Brown, CeeDee Lamb, of course. CeeDee Lamb went off. But Noah Brown and what's the other kid name, man? Galladay. Is it Galladay? I don't know. I think it is Galladay. I could be wrong. But I know Noah Brown for sure, CeeDee Lamb, and I think the other dude is Galladay, and then Dalton Schultz. They utilize their entire team, and their defense is just shut down. The Eagles got a good defense, but I have also seen them give up points. They lost to Washington, a divisional game, yeah, but that showed the chinks in their armor. They even struggled with Houston for a little bit. Houston was shutting their receivers down. Like the Eagles, as good as they are, they just been having a really light schedule. You know, the first time they played, who was that? Was it no. I'm thinking about the Giants. But the Eagles is a good team, man. Even in the power rankings, I don't even have the Eagles number 1. I don't have the Eagles number 1 in the power rankings. My number 1 team in the power rankings is Miami. I just, at this point, Miami defense to me is stepping up every game. They added Bradley Chubb. They shutting down the run. The cornerbacks is starting to look extra special. Like, they getting what they want out of their squad now. And they got 2 running backs that could just break it anytime. Miami is my number 1 team right now. Number 2, I will go with Kansas City. I will go with Miami, Kansas City. Shit. That's tough. My top 3? Let me see. Top 5. I'm going to go top 5. Fuck it. My top 5 right now for my power rankings, and I think I had it in my phone. I'm not even going to look in it right now. I'm going to go at the top of my head just from this past week. My number 1 team from this past week in the power rankings, I'm going with Miami. Then I'm going with Kansas City. Then I'm going with the Bills. Then I'll go with Minnesota. Bills is ballers. Yeah, Bills is ballers. But I got Bills number 3. I'm going, like I said, Miami, Kansas City, Bills, Eagles, Vikings. That's my top 5. That's my top 5 right now. Not the Eagles. No, not the Eagles. Not the Bills. I'm going with Miami. Tua Tagovailoa is number 1 at quarterback in every category. His 2 running backs are just on an incline to get to the top 15 running backs in the league. They scoring a touchdown apiece almost every game. Do I have to say anything about the receiving core? Like, do I have to mention anything? Look, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Tyreek Hill is like number 2 in receiving yards, and I think Jalen Waddle is like number 4 in receiving yards. I think Jalen Waddle got like 800, 900 something receiving yards, and then Tyreek Hill has like 1,200 or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Not the Eagles, not the Bills. I'm going Miami, Kansas City, Eagles, Bills, Vikings. Miami, Kansas City, Eagles, Bills, Vikings. That's my top 5 in the power rankings. And then I got the Cowboys right outside of that at number 6. then the 49ers. So, yeah, if you don't like that, it's my channel. Watch something else. It's my channel. Watch something else if you don't like that. What else? What else, man? Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about, Nixo? You got anything else? We talked about I think I talked about Jeff Saturday. Nixo, did you see Jeff Saturday not call the timeout? 42 seconds left, losing the game by 7. Got 3 timeouts. Wanted to take him to the next game. Did you see that? I saw that. That was trash. We talked about James. Oh, we Jameis. Yeah, definitely Jeff Saturday fault. And I said rookie shit. That's high school shit. That's why you don't hire somebody without experience. And people were saying, "Oh, why didn't one of his coaches run up, say something?" One of his coaches, nobody can't talk to him. It's because they want their fucking job, bro, and they deserve it. I'm not going. This is the dude you pick. Go ahead. This the dude you pick. Go ahead. This what he did. Because I would did the same shit. You're not gonna call timeout? Cool, nigga. Cool. I ain't calling timeout. You the play caller, dog. That ain't my job. And Reggie Wayne is on staff from the West Bank. You heard me? Representative. Went to John Eric. Reggie Wayne. Like, this dude is the offensive coordinator, not the offensive coordinator. He's the wide receiver coach for the team. Played for the team. So, yeah, you can say, well, Trev, Jeff Saturday played for the team. You know, he was a super. Reggie Wayne was a part of all of that success. He was there for all of them years. Made Peyton Manning look great. Yeah. Them Reggie Wayne Rooney rule. Yeah. That's not cool, bro. You don't hire your partner. Like, you can't do that. Not in that type of you can't do that. That wasn't cool at all. Phone about to die. I gotta put it on the charger. Rooney rule. Appreciate you, man. I'm about to sign out. I've been talking for a minute. It's 47 minutes. We going on 50 minutes. Look, I'm gonna try to go live. I'm gonna have more of these, man. So that way we can get in the comments. We can talk about some of the shit y'all want to talk about, not just the shit I want to talk about. But keep it coming, man. Like, I'm gonna keep coming with episodes. I'm gonna do all kind of shit with the edits. Y'all know I got the Saints background right now. I'm gonna get back to the green screen. I'm getting better at editing, but stick with me. We're gonna talk about more football. I just wanted to talk about some real football since we always talk about fantasy football. But tomorrow I might go live again. We can talk about some football for Waiver Wire Wednesday, but y'all already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell shit so you can get it when I'm talking to your ass and I feel like talking. Get that. Go ahead and leave some comments. Tell your partners about it. Tell your mama about it. Your mama like football too. Holla at your boy, man. I'm out of here. Love y'all.